Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, X-Wing fans, and anyone who's a fan of Star Wars, my call sign is BatMando. I'm here today with my son, the mean Martian, and
Hello.
We're going to go ahead and unbox this Star Wars Unlimited two-player starter set. So, as you can see from the box, we have a two-player starter set, Spark of Rebellion. We have Vader, we have Luke Skywalker. It tells you all the contents of everything in the back here. I'm going to go ahead and unbox this portion right here. So we're going to go ahead and start pulling everything out of the side.
Let's see what we get.
So we got some detachable or pieces of tokens that will, or cardboard tokens that will be popped out fairly soon. You can go ahead and start unwrapping that. It appears that we have
2 paper playmats,
some paper mats, and it's even got the setup for you. It has reference, it has round structure, action phase, everything it looks like you need to know in order to play this game. It also appears to come with some cardboard paper
deck
boxes. So 2 of those. And then everything in the middle is let out, or everything in the box is now out. So let's see here. All right, now, so we have this one. This appears to be the one for Luke. And
Skywalker.
I'm assuming that the other one
is going to be Vader.
It is going to be Vader. That is correct. So, and apparently I didn't fold the other one correctly back. So, as you can see right here, we have Vader. If you would like to go ahead and unfold Luke right here.
And they got the cards here.
So, we have their cards. Go ahead and undo that for me real quick. All right, so we're going to go ahead and fold these things back up. Interesting, to say the least. And so, a little bit of background on this. So typically we are a X-Wing channel, but today we decided to just try something else out because we're still a Star Wars channel and we still enjoy what it is that we do. Now, it also comes with the instruction manual here, the quick start rules. So I would definitely tell you to go ahead and read through that, make certain that you understand everything. So, and apparently they have a glossary on the back that may help. And apparently they also have a website called Star Wars Unlimited. So, all right. So we have a whole bunch of different things here. And then, so do you want Vader or do you want Luke? Who do you want?
I will choose Vader today.
You're choosing the dark side.
Yes.
How dare you? All right, so go ahead and get it a little bit closer, please.
So we have this card. I think it's a double-sided special card.
Yep, it appears to be double-sided, and apparently Luke is the same. It is also a double-sided card. And then it appears that we have the Administrator's Tower at Cloud City. So that is going to, and on the back it says the Luke Skywalker deck list. And it appears that it has a list of everything that is supposed to be in this deck list. What about yours on the back of your piece right there? So.
Well, for my command center, it says the same thing with the deck list.
All right, cool. And then it appears that we're going to have a whole bunch of cards. This one is experience and learned. So from what I understand, this is 1 more damage and this is 1 more health. And then this right here is going to be the cost of resources to purchase or use. So now a little bit of background again. I have never really been much of a card deck, card building game.
Card game person?
Yep, never really have been into it. So, hey, guess what? Me and Martian has played a lot more of those games, such as Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. Is there anything else that I'm leaving out at that point in time?
Well, I have have tried a few other card games online, but
Yep.
they're all pretty similar.
Got it. So what I like about this is it's just very simple and straight to the point with the numbers of you have a certain amount of health, you know that you can attack at that level. So this right here are units, and you have ground units, and then you're going to show the space unit, I assume. So let's go ahead and get that a little bit closer.
We have our little TIE fighter.
And so these right here are for counting the amount of damage that is on something. Now, I would like to go ahead and point out that me and Martian and I did play a game yesterday. What happened to your base? So
My base is here.
Okay. So essentially, if you destroy the opponent's base, that means that the game is over. And it seems like getting up to 30 points is a little bit difficult, but it wasn't that difficult when we played the other night. So there's going to be a little bit of, how shall I say, a learning curve when you're going through some things. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of fan through the cards that we have right here. We got a surgical droid. We have 3 copies of R2. R2 states, when played or on attack, look at the top card of your deck. You may put it on the bottom of your deck. Otherwise, leave it on the top of your deck. So, and you can do that apparently 3 times. So, or if you lose R2, because I think R2 has died multiple times and been brought back. So you also have 3 Alliance X-wings, which are space units. And that is going to be shown on the, what's the word I'm looking for? That's going to be shown on the play mat so that you know where those are going when they are deployed. Apparently you have 3 copies of C3PO. That says choose a number, then look at the top card of your deck. If it is the cost of, or if its cost is the chosen number, you may reveal and draw it. Otherwise, leave it on the top of the deck. So that's going to be C3PO. Then you have the Rebel Pathfinder here. Rebel Pathfinder Saboteur. When this unit attacks, ignore sentinels and defeat the defender's shields. Interesting. So
That may be good.
Yep. And apparently we have a restored Arc 170. So that states restore 1. When this unit attacks, heal 1 damage from your base. So that's pretty cool. All right.
Yeah, that's going to be helpful later in the game.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's going to be helpful when, you know, people are storming the gates there. So apparently you have 3 copies of Leia, and let's see here. Leia Organa, when played, either ready a resource or exhaust a unit. So, and she is a ground unit, and there are 3 copies of her. So apparently there's a lot of 3s, how shall I say. We have a rogue operative, and again, it's a saboteur. And it also says raid 2. This unit gets 2 plus attack and plus 0 health while attacking. So that seems pretty good, especially if you're attacking somebody who is, how shall I say, a higher strength than you. You got a first lieutenant. First lieutenant, when played, you may attack with a unit if it is a rebel unit. You may attack with a unit. If it's a rebel unit, it gets plus 2 attack, plus 0 for health for this attack. You can only attack with a ready friendly unit. So that is a fleet lieutenant, 3 copies of those. So now, something that was brought to our attention when we were playing is that you can't have 2 of these in the same play area at the same time because they have the symbol there that shows unique. So similar to what we have in X-wing, where it's a unique character. So now, like, you could have all 3 of these fleet lieutenants in play at the same time, is my understanding, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So
kind of like 2 TIE fighters are on the field. That's fine, but if you have 2 Organas, that is not fine.
So essentially you are looking for this symbol that you can see right there next to the Y in Yoda. So Forgot to show that we have a wing leader here. So when played, give 2 experience tokens to another friendly rebel unit. So that's going to be pretty cool. So we have Yoda, who is a restore 2, but when he is defeated, choose any number of players. They each draw a card. That's interesting. So apparently it's not going to be just one-on-one, is my guess from just reading that. We also have a Cloud City Guard, who is a Sentinel. So you have to attack this unit first before going against other units, is my understanding. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so now another ground unit. We have a System Patrol Craft here. So that kind of reminds me of a scum ship from X-wing. Does it not remind you of the M12?
Yeah, it looks a lot like it.
It's not it, but it looks like it. So now, it is also a Sentinel, so you have to attack this one before attacking any of the other space units. Then we have the Consular Security Force. These guys have a lot of health, so you're going to have to shoot them quite often. Thankfully, they are not a, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not a Sentinel force. Then we have the Wookiee ship, Liberator gunship, and it is allowed to ambush. So I'll read more up on what an ambush is. This is looking pretty cool. We got General Dodonda. So I've probably said that wrong multiple times, but we'll
Maybe.
see. Anyhow, so he is a unique card. Other friendly rebels get +1 and +1 attack and +1 health. So that's pretty cool. Get that one out if possible. And then you have a Snow Speeder, all right, which also is a curious, it's a ground unit. That's a joke towards one of our subscribers who seems to think that, well, that's a different argument for a different time. Anyway, we got Chewbacca. And then we have the Vigilant Honor Guards, along with Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm not going to be able to read all these different cards for you, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, guess what? You get a chance to have Luke's lightsaber, but apparently it's in there 3 times. Maybe because he loses it that many times. Oh, sorry. Got to hand that one to you. Oh, speaking of hands, apparently there's a repair here. And look what's on there. And so...
It runs in the family.
Wow. All right. Heal 3 damage from a unit or base. That sounds pretty cool. And then we have some of these event cards, which is a trick. So apparently Han does shoot first, still, for that matter.
Yeah.
Attack with a unit. It gets +1 attack and +0 health for this attack, and deals its combat damage before the defender. Interesting. So I wonder if that means if the defender is defeated, it deals no combat to the attacker. Ah, that's really cool. So give me one of your people that can be attacked. So
Okay, so
just give me just one. Just give me one. Okay,
right,
no,
here's
ground.
Space.
Or fine, give me that, and we'll do.
Found one.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
So now, long story short, let's go ahead and say that these 2 attack each other. You'll notice that this one has a 3 attack and 1 health. This one has a 2 attack and 4 health. So when these 2 attack each other, this one is going to win by killing this one because it only has 1 health. However, it's going to get 3 shots off and put this one down to 1 health left because of the numbers on that one. So one thing that I do like about this particular game, and we will actually do some gameplay at a later video at a later point in time, but something that I do like about this game is that it's not all one person starts playing and then they keep on playing and keep on playing. It is a turn-based. It goes back and forth. So I lay down a card, I do an action. He would lay down a card, do an action, and so forth and so on. So apparently we have a couple of other events such as Asteroid Sanctuary, just in case Han needs to hide out. And then we also have a couple of surprise strikes. We also have waylay, 2 of those. And then a third one, which you used on me, I believe, last night, and that is defeat a non-leader unit. So
Yes.
that was pretty rough last night, not even going to lie.
I mean, it is awesome, but it costs way too many energy.
Way too many energy or resources, you mean? So resources? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
but they're the same thing.
Got it. So, well, just in case people are going to get things confused, like, say me. Anyway, so what do you got over there?
Well, other than some TIE fighters and some stormtroopers, as you've already seen,
Closer.
two TIE fighters and 3 stormtroopers, maybe because they lose a lot.
Okay.
Admiral Ozell.
Well, let's go ahead and let them see what we're dealing here. So, as an action, you can play an Imperial unit from your hands, paying its cost. It enters play ready. Each opponent may ready a unit. So that is for the Admiral there. All right, pass it on. Let's see what else, or who else we got. Okay, I used a couple of these last night. While attacking a damaged unit, this unit gets 2 extra attack and 0 extra defense. So, and gains a overwhelm. So, what was overwhelm is what I'm trying to remember.
Okay, overwhelm has basically if you get.
So, what it says in the glossary here, when this unit deals damage to an enemy while attacking, deal excess damage to the opponent's base. So, in other words, if I got attacking, say, a damaged person, like we'll go back to this one. This one's already been damaged from the previous attack, and that means that they're going to be dealing out 4 damage, only taking 2 hits back. But then, since they only needed 1 to kill this, the other 3 points then goes to the base, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So, what else do we have? So,
Another snow trooper.
So, more stormtroopers or snow stormtroopers. Let's see here. We have the Admiral, and apparently you get him 3 times. When defending, you may ready a... Well, okay, there are different colors on the cards here. So if it matches that unit, you can go ahead and ready that unit.
I'm assuming these are card types of somewhat.
Yep. So we have Snow Trooper Lieutenant. Apparently you get 2 of those. When played, you may attack with a unit. If it's an Imperial, they get if it is an Imperial unit, +2 strength, no more health, and you can only attack with a ready unit. All right. So we had the Viper Probe Droid. You also get 2 of these. So when played, you get to look at an opponent's hand, which I did, by the way, and that was kind of annoying. So we also have Admiral Piet, who is a single, so as in like unique. So each friendly non-leader unit that costs 6 or more gains ambush. And ambush, let's go ahead and read what that has on the glossary here. After you play this unit, it may ready and attack an enemy unit. This unit doesn't ready if there are no enemy units to attack. That's odd. I guess we'll have to play some more to figure that out.
Okay, I'll try to explain it as best as possible.
Okay.
So it will automatically make a unit ready to attack, but if there are no other units on your side of the field or field, it will just simply stay tapped out.
Okay, cool. All right.
As some card games say.
Okay. So now we have the Super Laser Technician. When defeated, you may put this unit into play as a resource and ready it. So instead of throwing it in the discard, I guess we get to keep that one. Mm-hmm. Cool. So this is the one that was causing you trouble last night.
Yes.
It's a Sentinel, so you have to attack it, and it's got 3 attack and it's got 3 health, so you're going to get some damage when attacking it. I played this a little bit late in the game, but it would have been nice if I had played it earlier with the +1 attack and +1 health. So that's to all Imperial units. So that would have been cool. So we do have Grand Moff Tarkin 3 times, but you can only use them once. When played, search the 5 top cards of the deck for up to 2 Imperial cards. Reveal them and draw them. So, interesting. All right, so that's going to be over there. We have the Imperial Interceptor. I'm certain that I know a certain Commander Oren who's going to be happy about that ship being in there. And then, of course, we have the TIE Advanced. Oh, we forgot to talk about what this ship does. When played, you may deal 3 damage to a space unit. Interesting.
Okay, this will be fun later.
Yep. So the TIE Advance, give 2 experience tokens to another friendly Imperial unit. Interesting. When played, that is. All right, we got the ATST, which will make some Legion fans happy. And so it can also do the Overwhelm. And you're going to have to save up on that one to get it. I played this. Yeah. So I played this last night. I'm going to tell you that this was very crucial in me destroying his base because the attack, and plus he did not have any space units to combat it against. So then we get into the Blizzard Assault AT-AT, or as some people may say, AT-AT. When this unit attacks and defends a unit, when this unit attacks and defeats a unit, if I could read today, that might be nice.
Yes.
You may deal the excess damage from this attack to an enemy ground unit. So instead of the base, that's mean. Do you see the attack points on that? That's 9 attack points, 9 health. Of course, it's costly to get it, but there you go. All right, so we have Emperor Palpatine, and he can overwhelm, and when played, deal 6 damage divided as you choose amongst enemy units. Interesting. So, then we have a Relentless, which that's going to be first events played by each opponent, the first events played by each opponent each round loses all abilities. So, wow, that's costly. Hey, what do you know? We have Vader's lightsaber. I don't think he loses his nearly as bad as his. Oh wait, never mind.
Oh yeah, he did lose it to Obi-Wan.
Yep. So, anyhow, when played, if attached unit is Darth Vader, you may deal 4 damage to a ground unit. So that's pretty cool. So we have Recruit. This is an event. So search the top 5 cards of your deck for a unit, reveal it, and draw it. Cool. We also have Force Choke, which, everybody likes to use in a meeting. I'm sorry, that was out loud, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay, if you control a Force unit, this event costs 1 less to pay, deal 5 damage to a non-vehicle, and the unit's controller draws a card. So that's pretty cool. Then we have Resupply. We got some open fire tactics which were very useful when you and I played. Yeah. So deal 4 damage to a unit. You could even do that to the base, right?
We'll look that up. Considered a unit.
It's not considered a unit? Never mind, forget what I just said. Okay, so I am your father, which is true. Let's see here. Deal 7 damage to an enemy unit unless its controller says no. If they do, draw 3 cards. So,
no.
Yeah, that's what it says. And then maximum firepower. Okay, yes. So a friendly Imperial unit deals damage equal to its power to a unit. Then another friendly Imperial unit deals damage equal to its power to the same unit. And that's going to be a bad day. Overwhelming Barrage. Give every friendly unit... Wow. Okay, so give every friendly unit +2 attack, +2 health for this phase. Then it deals damage equal to its power divided as you choose amongst any number of other units. So, needless to say, just getting the starter kit out, this is looking pretty cool. So, it looks like obviously there are some ways to thoroughly destroy your opponent, but it does seem that there's enough give and take between the two where that may not be something that always happens. Plus, for the things that we just revealed, that like the overwhelming barrage was 5. What happened to the other one that I just showed? Oh wait, yeah, overwhelming barrage was 5. The blizzard at yeah, that's going to be 4 points. The blizzard at was like
9.
8 points. Well, no, the attack was 9, but it's 8 resources to get it. So now,
Found it.
yeah, I'm certain that there are going to be more questions that pop up. Please feel free to drop those in the comments. We're just trying out some different things. So in which case, something else that we want to talk about is please make certain to check out Rebel Scum Con. It's June 27th through the 30th. Tickets are on sale now. You can go to rebelscumconventions.com and check that out. So they already have some guests that are going to be doing some signatures there, along with discussions and various other things. But in the meantime, check it out. And so anything else that you'd like to add? Because I think we're going to need to put some sleeves on this and then
put them in their deck boxes
and start playing. So,
well, one thing I definitely like to add is that the people who designed this game actually play a bunch of card games because they put multiple copies of the same card in the deck, which I find incredibly good because not many card games do that.
All right. So in other words, you don't have to keep on paying for the same pack to get the same card.
Yes, you.
Okay. Cool.
They actually give you 3 of them, which is pretty cool for hard card games now because most likely you're going to buy 3 of the same deck, which is not fun.
Got it. Speaking of other things, we're going to be doing another video pretty soon where we go through the pre-release booster packs, and we'll see what different cards come out of that later. So, in which case, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click subscribe or click like. Subscribe to our future transmissions. We will be exploring this a little bit more in addition to our X-Wing content. So, once again, thank you for subscribing. Don't forget to like us on, or don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Be our friend on Facebook. Drop any comments that you have down below. Click like, please. And as always, BatMando out.